in the great period of clearance of slum dwellings, as they were known as, obviously, all of this land here was cleared of the people who were activating the industrial activities here. So the ambition is to say, if there's a sense of isolation to the west and the south, it would be great if the dwellings could return in an appropriate form. The hope for the growth of Holbeck Urban Village is that these lands and the spaces behind the mills will become a new world as well, which would bring the heart of the current village project southwards, to give that sense of a community not isolated from the centre.
It seems to me that this regeneration doesn't actually include the people who live here. It just tends to be for other people who are buying flats. They seem to have destroyed our community and imposed a new one.
The people within our kind of old Holbeck, if you like to call it that way, feel a little bit left out, perhaps, or kind of all the money is going in that urban village area, and seemingly not a lot of money is being spent on our kind of side of things.
There's no money in Holbeck Urban Village for Holbeck. There's a clear line at Nineveh Road that stops and says this is Holbeck Urban Village, and this isn't.
Much of the regeneration so far has been really delivered by the private sector and has probably been focused more towards the city centre than the other direction. We believe that more could be done, and that those linkages, whilst they're important towards the city centre from a regeneration point of view, are equally important to link to the outside communities as well.
These regen meetings that we go to, we are trying to get things back, but nothing is coming back for the children. The children that are growing up, there's nowhere safe for them to play, really.
We don't have a supermarket of any size. There used to be Quick Save, but that closed down because of whatever Quick Save closed down for. And we've been trying to get Tesco and Asda and everybody else to come into our area, and they've looked at the various options. But Tesco actually opened a new shop within the urban village itself.
Yes.
And yet we feel that our need is greater than what their need was, but because of the newness of the area and the kind of kudos of putting a supermarket in that area, that they've done that rather than coming to our kind
That's
of
right, yeah.
You can see all the new tower blocks that are coming up, like Bridgewater Place and all them. They're an eyesore on your horizon, really. But they probably think that about us, you know, on a council estate.
I know they're putting these nice buildings up and they're making it look nice, it's going to be posh, it's going to be fantastic jobs, perspective for people, youngsters growing up to, and I hope it all pays off for them. But the people that to me have pulled it down are still going to be in and around the area anyway.
If you live here in a back-to-back and it's cold and horrible and your mother's never worked, your father's never worked, or your mother is a prostitute, you don't go to school, what are your aspirations? And we've got to stop that happening, and at the moment nobody's doing anything about it. By building the Holbeck Urban Village, that's having no effect on Holbeck that way.
I don't remember anybody having a car window broke or a car pinched. People having their handbags stolen off the shoulders, but you do see it quite a lot every day.
Sometimes me walking around this area, maybe 10 o'clock, I will go to maybe a friend's house. Me coming back, you can see a lot of maybe kids say some things or try to let you know what I mean, get you into fight and all these things, which is very bad.
Because at the moment we're like a wasteland, everything's getting demolished around us, people are getting scattered away from out of this community and with nowhere to shop or, you know, even socialise. All our pubs are shutting as well. So I'm hoping that any regeneration should hopefully bring prosperity to us.
The primary thing that Round Foundry Media Centre is about is generating value in the economy, creating sustainable businesses which aren't just going to be bought out, aren't just going to disappear with another global trend, are actually very loyal to the city and have lots of local connections.
All of the people involved, Leeds City Council, Yorkshire Forward and representative organisations from Beeston and Holbeck, have worked on a social and community strategy trying to ensure that the people in Beeston and Holbeck do benefit from the work that we're doing in the urban village.
The building, in terms of all the businesses here, is turning over in excess of 50 million a year. If that was a single company, that would be quite a big company in this area. There's nearly 200 people working in this building. Almost all of them are generating value in the local economy. That means they're spending money, it means they're spending money in the shops, it means they're using local services because people are eating here, they're getting taxes, and they're buying other services.
We haven't set out at the start to decide how we were going to create those links, and we're hoping that by creating a successful development that will sort of ripple out and that will benefit Holbeck and Beeston Hill in due course.